Hello everyone, hope you're all doing well. Welcome to my channel Python with Prem. Today we are going to talk about conditional statements in Python. In this statement, we are going to learn what are conditional statements, why do we need them, why to use conditional statement, then types of conditional statements, how to implement the conditional statements in our program, then nested conditions, and apart from this, we will explain a brief explanation on these above topics and with example. So let us move quickly. What are conditional statements? Conditional statements are fundamental programming constructs that allow us to control the flow of our program based on a specific condition that we specify. Conditional statements in Python are used to control the flow of our program. They are often called as control statements because they are used to control the flow of our execution of our program based on a specific conditions. And let us see why to use conditional statements and why do we need them. So they provide a way to make a decisions in our program and execute different code based on those decisions. And the main advantage and the most powerful advantage of these conditional statements are they will help mathematicians and computer programmers to make decisions based on the state of situations. And a conditional statement tells a program to execute an action depending on where the condition is true or false. The conditional statement describes the relationship between two events based on the certain conditions. It means they allow you to make the decisions and execute different blocks of codes depending on whether the certain conditions are true or false. Types of conditional statements. In this we have if else, if, elif, else, and nested conditions. We will be talking about this with example. So let's move to if condition. The if statement is used to test a single condition. If the if condition is true, the code inside the if block will execute, else it will block. For a simple example, let me take a equals to 10. I'm declaring a variable a with an integer 10. Then if condition our condition is if the a is greater than 0. If condition satisfies of our if condition, then it will go to the if block. Then if condition a greater than 0, then I have to print positive number. Yeah, in Java and C we use flower bracket to consider the statement inside the blocks, and in Python we use indentations, means a tab space. If I give a tab space, the statements are inside the if condition, and if condition satisfies, it will go inside the condition. So here our condition is if the given number a, that is 10, is greater than 0, I need to print positive number, and in the console we can see we are getting positive number as our output. So next move to if else. The else statement is used to provide a fallback or a default code block to execute. If none of the preceding conditions are true, it does not have a condition. It simply executes. The all previous conditions fails. It means if the condition if block fails, then automatically else will execute. We don't need to give any conditions or else. The else part is about to execute itself. Let take a simple example, like if I initiating a variable a with negative number 20, and my condition that the if block condition is if that minus 20 is greater than 0, I need to print a positive number. If it is not greater than 0, if it is not a positive number, then automatically if the conditions fail, then it will go to else part, and whatever the else part I gave, that will be executed. And in else part I given a print a negative number, and in the console I'm getting negative number as our output. Okay, let's learn about this elif conditions. If, else, elif, and else. When you have multiple conditions, we use this elif. It means the elif is nothing but the else if statement, and is used to test additional conditions after the initial if condition. It is used when you have multiple conditions to check in sequence. The first elif condition that is true will execute its corresponding code of block, and we can have multiple elif condition. Not only we can use a single elif condition, we can have multiple n number of elif conditions. If the if block fails, it will go to elif, and the first elif fails, again it will go to next elif. If the once the elif condition satisfies, the program will get terminated. Let me take a simple example. I am initiating a variable a with a string hi character, and my if condition is if the type of a is equal to integer. If that a variable is an integer, I want to go inside the if block and I have to print integer. Otherwise, in the elif condition, I'm giving if the type of a is not integer, that is, if it is string, then it will go to elif block and print it is a string. If the condition if and elif are not satisfied, then automatically it will go to the else block, and we don't need to give any condition over here, and it will be executed automatically. So in the console we can see we're getting answer a string, and the variable a has a string character, so it got executed. So let me learn about this nested condition. Nested conditions we will use when we have a condition inside a condition. For example, if we satisfy one block of condition, then we need to go for one more condition. The outer condition satisfies, we have to satisfy the inner condition as well. That type of conditions we will use this nested conditions. We can see if the if condition satisfies, I have given one more if nested condition, that is, if the outer condition satisfies, it will go to this inner conditions, and if inner if condition satisfies, we will print that inside if block statement of that nested condition. Otherwise it will print the inside the outer if block condition of else part. Otherwise it will go to elif condition, or if anything of the above statements have not yet satisfied, then it will automatically print the outer else. Let me see a simple example so you will be able to understand it more clearly. So I have declared here a variable a with integer 15, and my first outer if condition is if the 15 is modulus 3. If that 15 is divisible by 3 completely, then I have to go inside that if block. Again I am giving a condition like if that 15 is again it's completely divisible by perfect divisible by number 5, then I have to print it is divisible by both 5 and 3, and inside that I'm printing else not divisible by 5 and 3. So the outer elif we can see if that number a modulus 5 not equals to 0. It means if it is not divisible by 5 and it is divisible by 3, then I have to print divisible by 3 but not by 5. And of course the else part is if the above all the conditions not satisfied, it will go to else part. So here we can see the 15 number divisible with modulus 3 works. So it will go inside this outer if block. And again inside that nested condition we have that 15 number modulus 5 equals to 0, it satisfies. Okay, then it will go inside the nested if condition and it will get executed. We can see in the console divisible by both 5 and 3. This is how the nested condition satisfies. Now let us learn with more examples. With practically we will be able to understand it clearly. Yeah, this is a VS code. Let me create a new file with the name conditions.py. Okay. First let us work with our if condition. I already said this, when we have a single statement, then we use if condition. For example, I have taken a user input equals to int of input. It will ask an integer value to the user. Enter the integer. I have given the message over here, and now I'm checking the given user input is positive number or not. So this is my single statement, so use if over here. If the input user input is greater than 0, we can also use the user input is not less than 0. So I will give say positive number. If I don't use else over here, it will, if the if condition not satisfies, it will not give any output. Okay, let me see this. Let me change the name with the given module name condition.py. Asking the enter the integer number. Okay, let me enter with 34. Yeah, it's satisfied that 34 is greater than 0. It given the output as positive integer. Okay, let me give a negative number like minus 67. You see, has not given any output. The user, it has asked for the user to enter an integer. I have entered it with minus 67, and the condition fails because minus 67 is not greater than 0. So the if block will terminate and it will not give any output. So let me run again. If I give 0, yeah, again the if block not satisfied because 0 is not greater than 0. 0 is greater than equals to 0. So this is how the if condition will work. So let us go with the else part. I'll use this old function itself. Else print given number is negative number. Okay, let me save this. Let me run again. If I give 45 positive number, I will getting answer as positive number. Okay, if I give answer as minus 67, you can see the given number is negative number. Yeah, because 67 is not greater than 0, so if condition not satisfies, and it automatically it will go to our else part, and we don't need to give any condition over here. Whatever the present in our else block, it will get executed. So what if I give 0 over here? Yeah, again given number is a negative number. Is it 0 is negative number? No, right? So it is going to else part because if condition not satisfied, so it is going to the else part. So let me take with an elif part over here. Elif input is equals to 0. I'm going to give a message over here. If I the user gives 0, then it should show that you have entered 0 number. Okay. I save this. If I run this, yeah, see, if now if I give 0, yeah, it will give you have 0 number because if condition not satisfied, 0 is not greater than 0, so if block will not get executed. Then it will go to elif part. Is 0 equals to 0? Yeah, condition satisfied. It will go to the inside the elif part, and whatever the statement I have given inside the elif, it will get printed. This is how the if, else, and elif will work. Now let me go with the nested if conditions. Yeah, let me remove all this. We already learned about the nested if, how it will work and all. Okay, for nested if we will use about the age one. Let me take some age equals to 25. Okay, I'm giving a condition if age is greater than or equals to 18, then I want to print you are an adult. Then inside this I want to check one more condition, like if age is greater than or equals to 65, sorry, 65, then I want to print you are a senior citizen. Then inside this I want to give one more else part, like print you are not a senior citizen. If the person age is greater than or equal to 18, it will print you are an adult, and also it will check inside that if the person age is greater than or equal to 65, he is a senior citizen. If he is greater than 18 and less than 65, then he is an adult but not a senior citizen. This is how we are checking. And outside, let me give an else part, like, okay, let me use elif as well to make more clarification. Elif, if the age is greater than 10, sorry, greater than, okay, greater than 10, and age is less than 18. Okay, if so, I'm going to print you are a schoolboy. may not be less than 18, it should be less than 16. Okay, now let me give one more elif condition. Elif age is less than 10 and age is greater than 3 years. Okay, then I want to print you are a child, else I want to print you are a baby. Okay, this is how I given the conditions. Let me explain this program. I'm giving an age equals to 25. Instead of this, I will use user input. Let int of input, the user will able to enter the age. If based on his age, it will calculate if the given age is greater than or equals to 18 years, then I will print first you are an adult. After that, inside the C plug, I'm going to check that if that age is greater than equals to 65, he is an adult and he is a senior citizen. This will be our output. And if age is greater than 18 and less than 65, then it's going to print you are an adult but you are not a senior citizen. This will be the output. If the overall output not satisfied, if the outer output itself like age is not greater than 18, then if the if block fails, then it will go to this elif block. Here it will check if age is greater than 10 and age is less than 16, then it will print you are a schoolboy. Okay, and one more elif I given that if age is less than 10 and greater than 3, you are a child, or else it will print you are a baby. If above all the conditions fails, then it will go to this else part. Okay, let me run and see this. Let me save this, clear the screen. If I give age as 18, see, you are an adult and you are not a senior citizen because the first outer if block satisfies, so it printed you are an adult. And if it is going inside this if, and this 18 is not greater than 65, so it will go to this else part of the outer if and it will print you are not a senior citizen. This will be your second print. Okay, okay, let me clear. If I give age as 65, okay, yeah, first if block satisfied, it will go and print this if you are an adult, and it will check the inner in if block, that is age is greater than equals, yeah, 65 is equal to 65, it will get printed to you are a senior citizen. It will not go to the else part as if condition itself satisfied. Okay, until then you got it. And now let me give age as some 11. Okay, see, you are a schoolboy. Why we got this? Because the given age is not greater than 18, so if the outer if block not satisfied, it will not go inside this if block, so it directly go to this elif. Yeah, age is greater than 10 and the 11 given age is less than 16, so it gets satisfied and it will print this elif blocks statement, that is you are a schoolboy. Okay, let me rerun this. If I give age as some 4, but I will get you are a child, because the first if condition not satisfied, it will not go inside this. Then it will move to the second elif condition. When it is not satisfied, because age is not greater than 10 and not 16 less than 16. Yeah, it is less than 16 but not greater than 10. So it fails. It will move to the elif, because and condition means it should satisfy both the conditions. Both 1 and 2 will should be true. Then only it will be true. So it will move to the next elif condition. Yeah, age is less than 10 satisfied and age is greater than 3 satisfied. Both the conditions satisfied. It will go inside the second elif condition and it will print you are a child. Yeah. Okay. Now let me rerun this. If I give some age as 1, yeah, you are a baby. Why this is 1? I got because the first if condition I got didn't satisfied. It will not go inside this if block. The first elif block also fails because the given age is not greater than 10. If one condition fails, then the end will not allow you to print it. and next age is less than 10 satisfied and age is not greater than 3, so and condition will fails because both the conditions are should be satisfied, and here one is not greater than 3, and then it will move to, if allow above all the conditions fails, then automatically it will move to the else part. Whatever the else statement will be given, it will get printed, that is you are a baby. This is how the nested loop will work. I hope you all got a clarification about the conditional statement. I want you guys to work more on this conditional statement, and however we will be implementing all this in our programming classes in our further coming videos. So please stay tuned. Thank you for watching my video. Thank you for watching my video. Please like, share, subscribe to my channel, and please stay tuned for further upcoming videos.